Okay, Dante Fowler Jr. agrees to deal with the Cowboys. So finally, we decided to jump into the free agency field instead of sitting there like cowards, and we got Dante Fowler Jr. Which he has. He did play for Dan Quinn in 2020.
Okay,
which is nice.
Sell him to me.
So I don't know how I'm really going to sell it to you, but back in the 2015 NFL Draft, arguably the two best pass rushers in the class were Dante Fowler Jr. and Randy Gregory. Fowler went number 3 overall to the Jaguars, and Gregory dropped to the Cowboys in the second round because of off-the-field issues. He liked the marijuana.
Smoke weed every day.
Ironically enough, after the Cowboys cannot retain Gregory just a few days ago in free agency, they now have turned to Fowler, who's agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the Cowboys on Friday. The contract is reportedly worth about $5 million for the 2022 season.
That's a great deal. JJ's saying that we signed James Washington too.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, son.
We're getting to that, kids.
Hey, listen. I don't know what we know, so I have to. I default to chat.
Yeah. No. Fair enough.
I can't trust Alex. He's fucking stoned and changed out at 8:57 a.m.
When Ad was buying the new laptop, so he must have not seen the chat go off when we were talking about James Washington. So
that's right.
All I'm going to say for Fowler is he turns 28 in August, has 35 career sacks, including 11.5 in the 2019 season with the Rams, and he's somewhat of a reunion with Cowboys defense coordinator Dan Quinn because he played
which we like.
So we'll look at it. We'll look at his stats here, AJ. Look at these stats and tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, I'm coming at this from a perspective of a Madden GM. Okay. And I haven't played Madden since freaking 2018. But anyways, first, his age, man, that's awesome. Young dude, $5 million. I mean, a former first-round draft pick. So this is like he has all of these skills, and he actually had a pretty good season with LA in 2019, recent enough. And then also, and I think if you just look at his stats in 2021 and then look at Randy Gregory, we're pretty damn close. Like he actually had. Yeah, and he had 2 strips or something. I don't know if it shows there.
I'm just trying to make it smaller so I can
see three forced
fumbles. So I can see Alex kind of go closer to the screen.
The great thing about that, excuse me.
There you go.
Randy Gregory's way more expensive than this cat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I'm not.
If we're both hand talking,
that's why I'm not. That's why I'm not too mad about
we both hand talk.
Gregory going.
That's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, that's a glitch.
We love glitches out here, you know.
So it also shows him that he played left outside. Crack him if you got it.
If you got it.
It looks like his best season. He actually played left outside linebacker, which is interesting. So he must have been in a 3-4 type defense.
Well, so that's a great.
What do we have?
So
we're 4-3.
Do you think that they're gonna keep? Do you think that Dan Quinn might move him over to a linebacker scheme?
No, they'll have him just play edge, kind of like a Micah.
Like a Micah to balance it off.
Well, they're gonna have him essentially play exactly what Randy Gregory would have played. He'll probably play in all the exact same formations Randy Gregory was. And let's not sleep on Dorrance Armstrong. We did. He had a good season. Dorrance Armstrong, who we did re-sign, he had a good season. Maybe a guy like that with a little bit more playing time can take the top off some people. So. Adam brought up James Washington because JJ the Mime.
JJ the Mime brought
so
up
that's
Cooper.
who we're going to talk about next. So
Washington.
Same thing as today with Fowler. We also signed wide receiver James Washington to a 1-year contract. I like these 1-year contracts.
I really like these 1-year contracts because when you're fighting the salt diet, I like Jerry Jones. The 1-year contracts are imperative to be. You know what? It kind of also could play into the narrative that if they can get, I mean, if they're doing your conspiracy about letting the season do what it does and getting some of these Cowboys on a 1-year contract, there's still a very, very good chance that they're going to try as hard as possible to get a Super Bowl. But if they want to part ways with Mike McCarthy or any other players after this 1 year and get Sean Payton and then start rebuilding the team to that point, guess what? I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm fine with that when we start making moves with these 1 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
And the good thing about this guy is he's got a high ceiling to me, I think. If you look at both the guys we picked up, 2019, great seasons.
Let's take a moment of silence here. Sports Pro 2.0 has finally resurfaced.
Sports Pro.
What?
He's back.
Oh,
yeah,
my goodness.
Raise the roof for Sports Pro.
Sports Pro, welcome back.
Welcome back, son.
It's been a while.
All right. So if you look at James Washington's stats here, I mean, the last 2 years, 2021 and 2020, obviously aren't jumping off the pages at you, but has Ben Roethlisberger, rapist burger, fucking big creepy fat fuck, has he been any good? Has he been any good?
No. Not. He's not been the Ben of old necessarily, and look, and that Steelers team is full of weapons. Receivers start. Well, it used to be.
Yep.
So what I look at, I here's what I know about James Washington. I know who he is. I've noticed him. I've seen him in highlights. I've noticed him on the field. I'm actually very shocked that he's had that low of receptions because I thought that he had quite a bit more.
Right.
But maybe it's just because you only see what they show you, obviously. So I don't know. I think it works out really good for everyone involved, these 1 year contracts, because James Washington now he's playing for his 5 year, $100 million contract, right? Like he wants to come in and prove it. Cowboys have a system that is shown that there's enough room for 3 people to catch a ball on this team and everyone to go over 1,000 yards. And that's what
possibly 4.
Well, I mean, and also
4. Yeah.
4, you know,
yeah.
The ball there. Well, I mean, our 4th is the fundamentals. You know, Schultz, he's gonna bite into those a little bit. I'd like to look at his 2019 season though. 735 yards. That's pretty good on 44 receptions. That's not bad. TDs, not the greatest. But we got a little clip here to watch.
Oh shit!
And let me just add on that he's a young guy. I think he's only like 25, and he's played 4 NFL seasons. Like he knows the ins and outs by this. He knows the tricks.
100%. So
yeah.
this was actually posted on by Laws Nation on his Twitter. I just snagged it from him. Shout out to Law Nation. He follows us on Instagram, so I feel like I can steal his content.
Yep.
To the end zone. Open. It's Washington with the touchdown.
So right here, he's up against he's up against Anthony Brown.
Tony B.
And he's got wide open there.
Hey, give me some, enlarge that motherfucker.
I had it and I thought it was because I couldn't see Big Ben, but that was just the video. So let's get it again.
Yeah.
So you got Anthony Brown just gets burned. Whew. I mean, it doesn't really tell you much, but you know, it's against guys we know, and he did his thing. There's a Law Nation Sports right up in that his A.
Okay,
right
so
hey, thanks for the clip.
Yeah, thanks for the clip.
They bring the noise. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys.